Good morning, it's Jeremy. It's Saturday, April the 2nd. It's a beautiful day, a little bit on the cold side. But today we're going to be looking at HF beacons, and I'm going to be receiving them with the RTL-SDR, my favorite receiver. So here we have my HF buddy pole. It's mounted on the apartment balcony rail, just temporarily. I usually take it off. I've got a C-clamp holding the bracket on there. And the antenna cable is an RG58, and it goes into the wall there where the cable company, and also I've got my ATSC HD antenna, UHF HD antenna there. Let's go inside. So we'll be receiving today the RG58 from the antenna comes in here, and it's got a BNC to SMA connector. This is a 125 megahertz up converter because the RTL only starts receiving around 25 megahertz. And then I've got SMA to SMA to the RTL-SDR. Then I just got a Windows 10 laptop. This could equally well be a Raspberry Pi. And there's the this is the USB hub. The power to the up converter is on a separate USB connection, and right now we're drawing about like 400 milliamps, and I'm looking at SDR Sharp. So we'll go over to Camtasia now. Okay, so the purpose of the HF Beacon network, right now I'm looking at the web page for the Northern California DX Club IARU website, the International Beacon project. And there are 18 stations here located all over the world. And there's a fixed format. Each station appears once every 3 minutes. It transmits for 10 seconds. It sends its call at 22 words per minute. Then it sends 4 dashes. The call in the first dash is at 100 watts. The next dash is at 10 watts, then 1 watt. And finally, the last dash is at 100 milliwatts. And if you have access to the web, on the web page itself, there are 5 frequencies here: 14.1, 18.11, 21.15, 24.930, and 28.2. And you can see that for that particular frequency, it'll tell you what station is transmitting right now, and then it shifts. So the station transmit, and then it moves up to the next band. There's also a spreadsheet, which I have on the BlogPost. And this spreadsheet gives you the exact format for a whole hour of the 18 stations and what frequency they'll be on. So another thing you can do, there's a great program called a Beacon Map. So there's Beacon Map. And it'll tell you, for instance, on 14.1, what station is transmitting. Now in Buenos Aires, Lima, to receive these stations using SDR Sharp. So right now I'm listening at 14.1 megahertz. Notice that I've got the shift on of 125 megahertz because the up converter converts it up to 125, so you want to subtract that so that the dial is correct. So we're listening at 14.1. Good afternoon, it's Jeremy. It's Tuesday, April the 12th, flash forward a bit. I've been kind of busy. I wasn't able to spend too much time receiving the HF beacons, but I'm back on it now. And right now it's around 1800, 6 p.m. local Eastern Daylight Savings Time in Toronto. And I'm looking at SDR Sharp here, and I've put down all the beacon frequencies: 14.1, 18.11, 21.15, 24.93, 28.2. And I've set it at CW. You can play with these settings depending on what you can pull in. I've set it at CW with a bandwidth of about 1,000 hertz. I've also pulled up the website for the NCDXF org. And right now you can see those are the locations, and right now it tells you who's transmitting. And now a couple of minutes ago I was able to pull in Venezuela on 14.1, so that'll be coming up soon. It was fairly weak. The other stations I haven't been able to hear, so we'll see if we can pull that in. I'm going to record it as well. with a record feature and play it back in Audacity just to make sure that's what it was. So we're coming up now. I'm gonna go back here. So what I'll do is I'll push the audio record when it comes on. Here we go. So that was probably Venezuela. Okay, so we'll try for Venezuela again. Right now we're at Finland. Yeah, that was pretty clear. So that was Venezuela. Another thing we can do is we can do a quick VOA cap check. So we can go to voacap.com and we can do a point-to-point prediction. And we can put in the transmitter location for Venezuela. So let's find Venezuela. There's Venezuela. So we'll put in those are the Maidenhead coordinates. We'll put them in for Venezuela into the transmitter. And then we'll put in my coordinates for Toronto. There we go. And let's do CW 100 watts. We'll use the default antennas and we'll look at the prop wheel. So there's the propagation wheel. So on 20 meters, it looks like it has pretty good propagation from, let's say, 0 UTC all the way up to 1300 UTC. Right now, it's 1800 Eastern Daylight Savings Time, so that would be 0 hours UTC. So that fits in with what we're seeing. Okay, so we're going to play back the recorded audio wave file just to make sure that it's YV5B. That's a station in Venezuela, and here's where it kicks in. So let's play it and just listen to it. So Y would be dash dot dash dash, V would be triple dot dash, B would be 5 would be 5 dots, and B would be dash dot dot dot. So let's see. As I said, it'll kick in right here. Yeah, so that's it. That's definitely YV5B. And